Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So today is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be sharing with you a little makeup look, so I hope you enjoy. So I've gone on to Pinterest and had a look at some makeup looks which I think would look really lovely. So I've saved a board because I've been planning to create 2 makeup looks to share with you over on my YouTube and also on my Instagram. So I've came up with 2. I'll actually leave just the pictures here. So this one is of Lucy Boynton. She is an actress, and it's just like this really nice flush of pink. That's a good way of explaining it. And I really like that because it's like, it's not over the top, but it's just like a really nice like nod to Valentines. So I really like that. And then also I'll leave this one here, kind of like a burgundy fall kind of makeup, but I like the eyes on it. I like how they're like really light and subtle, but then you've got this gorgeous red lip. So today I think I'm going to be doing the pink flush look with you guys, and I'm going to be trying to use mostly Charlotte Tilbury products because I feel like her Pillow Talk collection is like perfect for this makeup look. So without further ado, I'm going to get into it. So first up, I'm going to put these clips in my hair. These are just so handy. I only got them on Amazon and they're just like the best thing ever. I've also got like really soft hair, so it crimps so quickly. So these are really handy if you have like really soft hair like me. And definitely check them out. I will leave them down below. So first up, I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Power Primer. This is such a gorgeous primer. So it's got like a mixture of hydrating, perfecting ingredients, and it's just so lovely and it feels so nourishing. So I've already done my moisturizers, I've applied my SPF and my serums, but this is just like another extra protection for the skin. I also want to add a little bit of glow to my face, so I'm going to be adding the Saint-Tropez Self Tan Purity Face Mist. This is so lovely. I applied this on last night and it's given such a really nice like complexion. So I've just applied that over the top so that just sinks in, so leave that for a couple of minutes if you want, just to let it do its thing. I'm now going to go on to the Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is by Charlotte Tilbury. I'm in the shade 4 Medium Moyen, if I pronounced that right, and this is incredible. If you are someone who really loves like a really nice like light makeup look, or like your skin but better foundation, this is your hero. This isn't a foundation, it's basically been designed to be like a base for foundation, but this is just incredible. As you can see, as I'm applying it on, it's quite buildable and actually quite translucent, but it's just going to create this gorgeous glowing complexion on your skin. So on like makeup, non-makeup days, I just apply this because it is just beautiful. So you can apply how much you want. You can actually use it as a foundation if you've got gorgeous skin, but as it's winter and I feel like I've got quite wintry radiator skin, I'm definitely just going to be using this as a layer, and that's what I really like about this. I then go on to like a tinted moisturizer. It is super lightweight. It might sound like I'm applying a lot of makeup, but they're actually really light layers, and also they're really good at complementing each other. And then again, this is like a really good kind of like a skin protector. That's what the primer is for as well. It's a really good barrier for your skin, so it's going to help protect getting dirt and like clogging up your pores. As you can see, I could definitely leave that on its own, but as I want to do kind of like a date night look, I'm going to apply a little bit of tinted moisturizer just to make it kind of look a bit more flawless. So I'm going to go in with the Laura Mercier tinted moisturizer in the shade 1N2 Vanille. And I'm only just going to put the tiniest amount on. Like I said, I just like to build up my makeup and I like to apply it with my finger first. So I want to create like a really nice glowy makeup look, so it's like really fresh and really pretty. So that's my foundation done. So I'm now going to go on to concealer, and I have been loving the NARS concealer. This is the Soft Matte Complete Concealer and I'm in the shade Cafe Con Leche. I really also like the shade Custard if the Cafe Con Leche isn't available. This is pretty much like custard. So I'm just going to apply it with a little brush and apply where I want to put it. So I want to make a big highlighted area on my eyes. Then I just go in, so instead of where I want to contour, I just apply where I want to hide any blemishes, like so. So that's probably the heaviest part of my base, is my concealer, and I think that's the main layer that I do want to focus on being a bit heavier. It's going to be the top base, and yeah, it's going to just make more structure. So then I'm going to go in again with my beauty blender, and I really enjoy using a beauty blender for for my base because I feel like it just creates a really flawless look. You don't get any lines, like any makeup brush lines. But when you're using a damp beauty blender, I feel like it really helps blend in the makeup and it just looks so beautifully flawless. I'm then just going to apply some lip balm. This is my absolute favourite. This is the Lano Lips lip ointment. That's one of my favorite tips to do, is apply a little bit of lip balm after you've done your base, because if you apply lip balm for your base, the oils of the lip product are going to get around your face, because I feel like I go over my lips a little bit just to make sure it's like completely flawless. And then also as well, I apply it after my base so that I can have my lips being like moisturized and having a little bit of pamper whilst I do the rest of my makeup. So when I apply some lipstick at the end, they're ready, hydrated, and they look ready to go. The next up, I'm just going to set my base. I'm going to be setting my eyes and all just around my blemishes, just where I don't want the most movement. So I'm going to go in with my Bare Minerals Original Veil. This is super lightweight and just such a lovely coverage, and it holds really lovely. It's definitely a really gentle one as well. Sometimes I find some powders quite cakey and quite stiff, where this one is so gorgeous and just very natural. And I feel like it doesn't create a layer over your skin. I think it just hides and mattifies where you want. Really like that. Okay, so we're gonna go into face now, and my face in comparison to Lucy's face is that she's a lot fairer than me, so they've focused probably a lot more on the blusher instead of the contour, where for me personally, I love a bit of contour, but I will calm down on it just for this makeup and give it a go. So she's got lovely highlighted blushy cheeks, so I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Cheek to Chick blusher palette. It's got a really nice highlighted section in the middle, which is perfect because usually I really like to mix my highlighter and my blusher at the same time to create this really nice glowy natural look. I've really gone off applying like blusher, bronzer, and then like a highlight on the top. I feel like that just looks so unnatural on me, and I just really like the finished touch with this all together. So if you are looking for like really shiny perfect blush cheeks, then I definitely give this a go. It's such a lovely colour. It's not really highly pigmented at all. It's just a really lovely palette, and she actually goes quite high on her cheeks, kind of like a highlighting point where it's applied, and that might actually lift the cheeks up like so. So like a really nice flush of pink and highlight. Just looks really lovely. So now I'm going to go into a bit of bronzer, because personally I just adore bronzer. So I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. This is an incredible palette and just one of my absolute favourites. So I'm just going to kind of just really gently blend in with the blusher and then just take it up on my forehead, as I don't have a contoured structured face as Lucy does. I'm going to create one for myself. I feel like that looks super like fresh, light and glowy, which is perfect. So next up, I'm going to go into brows. Okay, so they've done her brows like super natural and super whispery, which I love. I don't know if whispery is the right terminology. So I'm going to first go in how I usually do, and I just like to brush my brows into place. I also like to do my brows first because I feel like I can clean them up a little bit more. After you apply your eyeshadow, I feel like you can't really clean them up. They get a little bit messy. So I'm just brushing them into place like where I want them. And then with my brush, I'm going to go in with the NARS Brow Perfector, and I've got Como Medium Brown. So she's got quite a bit of structure. It's kind of followed her natural brow anyway. It's going to follow my brow line. So that's where the structure comes in with it more. And then I'm just going to fill out the arch and then create like a whispery line towards the end, and then just fill in, not right to the end of the brow, because you want that to be the most natural part of the brow, otherwise it looks like caterpillars. And then with your spoolie brush, I just like to go back in and blend it really softly, so then you should have quite an even brow. Handy flat brush, and I'm just going to clean it up just to make sure it's all set in place. So I'm going to go in and do the next brow. Okay, so brows are halfway done. Then I'm going to go in with my hero product. This is from Refi. This is a insane brow gel, and it just helps really push up your brows and to hold them into place. This is incredible. If you're going to invest into a brow product, this is the one I would recommend. So I brush through the brow product like so, and then it has like a little brush applicator, and I'm going to go with the thicker side, and this helps just push it down and hold them in place. I have never tried a brow gel like this. This literally is incredible, and it holds down your brows so much, but it just creates this really nice like definition and depth to them. It's beautiful. I really love this product. So it looks like that. Everyone has a different preference to their brows. That is the brows and face done. We are now going to go into a makeup look, and as you can see, it's a proper pink eyeshadow look. So I'm going to bring out the beautiful, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize. So she's created a palette which can create 4 different looks, pretty much 4 different looks, which is gorgeous, but also as well you can play and mess with them as you desire. But I'm going to fixate, as you can probably tell, on the pink side. But what I'm going to actually first do is, they're quite dense eyeshadow colours, so I'm actually going to bring in my blusher. They'll look really nice with like complementing my blusher. So I'm going to first go in with like just a fluffy brush in with my blusher, and I'm going to do a bit of a mixture. I'm going to just move it around, and then I'm just going to give this a quick wash over my eyes. So I'm going to try and like make sure I drag it out, and then it goes quite into her eyes and it's all around. So I feel like this is quite an easy eyeshadow look to recreate, because it's not very specific. It's just quite a nice natural pink wash, which we all like because I feel like we're not that very adventurous. I feel like that's a really nice colour just like on its own. Then with a flatter, smaller brush, I'm just going to fixate on under my eyes, just dragging that product, and then I'm just going to like drag it up. Really lovely with the blusher. I think that is going perfectly. So if you do want to just stop here, you're more than welcome to. But I'm going to just enhance it. After this, I'm just going to enhance it with a darker shade, probably just more in the outer corner, just to give it a bit of definition so it doesn't look too flat. Really soft, which looks really sweet. To go in with this palette, I'm just going to go in like a smaller brush like this, and I'm going to be using the Love Glow one, and I'm just going to be using this so gently. So I'm going to apply a little bit on my thumb, because as you can see it's quite deep, and I'm just going to just focus that on the outer corner, just to make like a bit more of like a contour look. So it looks super pink. So this, like all those little brushes, are just going to help really fixate like on that lash line, just to give a bit of definition. We could also as well apply some eyeliner, but I'm not going to today because I think I want to leave it like this, quite soft. And then I'm just going to make sure it's all blended in with that brush I used at the beginning for the blusher. So now the eyeshadow is done, just like a really nice flush of pink. I'm going to go in with some mascara. I'm going to be using the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara, and this is just my absolute hero. So I'm going to apply this and then get back to you. Okay, so I'm now going to go in with some lipstick. So first I'm going to do some lip liner, and I'm first going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner. This is just like a really good nude colour for me. And as I had the lip balm on, it's just going to help just really move the lip liner. And then I do like to go in with another layer, just like a darker layer. This is from Bare Minerals, and this is Borderline, but that is very like the colour Lucy has on. And then actually going to put on Joyride by NARS. These are their Air Matte lip colours, and they're super soft and creamy. but it just has a bit of like a really nice raspberry corally pink in it. A really nice soft pinky colour, but it really brings out the pinks on my cheeks and on my eyes, and I just think that looks like a really nice, like, subtle fresh makeup look. So then I'm going to finish it off with the Airbrush Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. This is going to make your makeup last all day or night, and it's just going to give it such a nice glowing finish. So guys, this is my final Valentine's flush of pink makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was somewhat entertaining, and if you do try it out, let me know. Come find me on Instagram or message me down below. Just like a really nice, easy, nod to Valentine's kind of pink makeup look. You don't have to do it for Valentine's, you can do it for any day of the week if you fancy, but I just thought this was like a really nice flush of colour, and it looks just really pretty and really subtle, which is what I'm very much here for. I love makeup, but I'm always quite scared and daunted to get into the heavier side of makeup. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching. All the products will be linked down below, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.